Was it also a forest?
Hold on. Damn it. I don't think... God, it's been a minute. I love the aesthetic of this area.
Because if it was, I was going to make a point about this being a lazy rehash, because it's also a forest chapter, therefore totally lazy rehash. Though, in I guess a better, like, a point would be, and I'm going to be that guy, I feel people only like this area because of the way it looks. This chapter is fucking awful.
Oh no, the chapter is fucking awful.
And honestly, I think the way this chapter looks actually kind of ends up a detriment at points, because while it is a really unique looking area compared to everything else in the game, due to the way it looks, I feel there are some areas in this chapter that look really samey. But we'll, you know, have a problem with that later.
This chapter I do fucking hate a little bit, because this... And I was gonna start, when we started to get to certain things, where this video riffing on Sticker Star?
No, we also have another problem. It was this chapter.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Well, one, that shit is bullshit.
A little bit, yeah.
Not just that is bullshit. Like, and this is why enemy layouts bother me so much. Goombella is worthless right now in this group.
Yeah.
Pale Piranha.
Their teeth count as spikes, and they have 2 attack, no defense, 4 HP. You can counter them.
Yeah, it's just tattle. Clef.
I tried. I hit the button. I just timed it wrong.
Clef. HP is 2, but that's because they're... What was their defense? Is it also 2?
I think it's 1. Hold on.
Oh, no.
No, it's 2.
But, like I said before, when you perfect guard something, that is...
It does the
that
one...
is defense piercing, because it will always do 1 damage.
Yes. Now... the thing is, this... Since it... Yeah, that does 2.
Yeah.
Because it adds... Defense is literally... Every point of defense takes away from your attack power.
Yes. Hence why clefs, which their 2 defense, are some of the most offensive things in the game. Yeah, that ain't worth it. Though you're also, I'm pretty sure clefs... Yeah, clefs and the Pale Piranhas are the only enemy types you're going to encounter out here, so you should actually swap Goombella.
Now that I have the tattle, yes.
Swap Goombella for Koops, because...
4 or 5 minutes, because I got my tattles.
Because you're not going to encounter a new enemy until somewhat deep into the tree itself.
But inside the tree, Goombella is more useful. It's why I gave her the level up. If you want to do the alternate and give Koops level ups, he can be a little bit more consistent, but we're going to get a few things that I think trivialize.
Oh, like I said, like, as a child, I thought that, like, Goombella was bad because of...
There should be... There it is! There it is!
FP.
Yeah!
FP plus.
To talk about the HP plus and FP plus, and I love the concept for those, for 3 badge points, which is exactly the equivalent of a level up, you get 5 FP or 5 HP, so it's essentially as if you've just turned a badge level up into a temporary
And because of that, like I said, if early on, if you want to have slightly more FP,
No.
And like, because of that, early on, if you want to have slightly more, like, FP, putting points into badges, but then using, like, FP ups, or maybe even an extra, like, HP up before your Danger Mario is not that bad, because you're not giving a level up to those direct stats, you're still putting it to badge points, and you can just take those badges off and then sell them for later.
It's why you can mostly do badges and be okay, but I do think 1 FP upgrade to get 10...
I said 1, maybe 2 actual level ups to get 10 or maybe 15 isn't that bad.
We can mostly ride off the 10.
Anyway, and, like, this area and shit, and again, we'll, like, get to it, and this is why I feel this game's battle system isn't as isn't as good as people, like, make it out to be, and why I feel its forms of difficulty are sort of artificial. If it's like, right now, because of the shit you are lacking, it is like, right now, well, Goombella is sort of a worthless party member, and the game is forcing you to use Koops, which that leads to another thing I wanted to talk about, because, you know, the, like, changes to Paper Mario's battle system are the big, sweaty thing. This game does not have depth. It creates the illusion of depth. Its depth is spiky hammer, not spiky jump. You are putting a peg in the correct shaped peg hole. You are putting the hammer peg in the hammer peg hole.
Whoa there, Mr. Cynic. So long, suckers!
Yeah, you see, you got lucky and they actually went down. Now you are going to have to go to Goombella to get Tattle again, but again, once you get the Tattle off of them, everything would be fine. And there's even a guy in the back, so technically you could actually kill the one in the front and kill the Clef, and then Tattle when the last guy is alive.
Yeah, 4 you're talking about. Counter-fu! Counter-fu! Son!
Okay, that would be 3 HP. You just hammer it was Mario, and then next a turn Tattle, and then jump on. I forgot you actually encounter these things out here.
Ooh! Shocky! Counter-fu! When you get in the swing of things.
Why are these dark puffs?
That's a dark puff.
Shouldn't it be...
Oh, HP was 3.
Shouldn't it be Pale Puff?
That's not how that works.
But it's... Shouldn't it be like Pale Puff or Boggly Puff?
You're a Boggly Puff. Into the hole nobody sees. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Smish. I said smish! And
I thought, yeah, I thought you could just actually walk out.
Yes, yes you can.
Hey look, another forced paper gimmick.
Hold on. Thanks, buddy. And there it is. Quick hammer. Which I might take something off for that. Okay, Quake Hammer is 2.
Right now, because a bunch of shit is spiky, multi-bounce and power bounce really are not that useful while we're outside, so taking one of those off. Because the only enemies that can be jumped on right now are the dark puffs.
Yeah. That's a decent point. Just take those off. Give me that.
You have 2 points. You could put another... You could actually put on the last stand and chill out so that you can't...
And on my next level, I'll just...
Oh, Mr. Mini. Actually, isn't it Mini Mr. Mini?
It's Mini Mr. Mini.
Hmm.
I can show this, though. Boink, boink.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Because your attack is so low, you...
Get him! It's fine. There's a hill vlog by her house.
Yeah, Mini Mr. Mini. Shrinks enemies was as you saw causes enemies to lose their attack. And unlike other RPGs, a lot of enemies in this game actually are vulnerable to statuses. So carrying around some items to use statuses isn't as that bad.
What? If you want to, cheat, look up the, 1,000-year door bestiary and find the, hidden internal data for what's vulnerable to what statuses.
I believe someone also made a very long YouTube video of them basically...
yes, but...
No, my point is, like, you don't even need to go to, like, Wikipedia or some...
Yes, but that wiki is really convenient.
Or some forum that eats bandwidth like a motherfucker. I'm pretty sure someone has a video...
Yes, but that one wiki is just really convenient because it lets you see everything.
Yes.
Not a flurry. Hello. If you're here, say something. Eek. No. Out of the question. You mustn't come in here. Yeah. Those darling squeaky little footsteps. Is that you, Punio?
How could you hear that beyond this door? Especially because what's kind of hard to notice, given the art style, was like Punio, you know, barely going up past like Mario's feet. It is implied that the like Punies are probably roughly the size of like a small cat or like dog or something.
This stupid part of this. Jesus
I'm going to jump between several complaints before I go back to the gameplay point. Like I said,
I said I will riff on this game when applicable. Oh, I didn't finish my point. Because, sure. There's a video. It was a video. I don't even like Sticker Star, but it was a video talking about Sticker Star. And talking about how people will talk about, like, backtracking and stuff in other Paper Mario games. And how, in hindsight, 1,000-Year Door has a lot of backtracking. And this person's kind of like, oh, that's technically correct, but oh, Sticker Star's backtracking is way worse, when I will be, like, that guy, because they have the goddamn necklace, so you have to go back to the beginning, get the necklace, and then back to her.
So, and, you know, it's one of those, like, there's no fast travel or anything, so, again, padding. Not only is it just padding, if you didn't pick up that Quake hammer, the clefs here are a really obnoxious pain in the ass to fight. Also, not just the, you know, clefs being an obnoxious pain in the ass to fight, but again, another thing, despite the simplicity of like this game's battle system, of how it is basically, if something like is spiky, hammer it. If not spiky, jump on it. The dark puffs, when they cover themselves in electricity like that, you can't hit them. So again, depending on enemy layouts and shit, you could potentially get kind of RNG screwed and get a few turns where you literally cannot attack them.
Ah, sir! Song, sir! Okay.
Now, to be fair, was the backtracking in this area?
If you hide, like, you know, around the bottom of the screen, just pay attention, because those guys are not exactly random.
But I still feel like, because they're pale, and everything else here is pale, that they're a bit too hard to, like, notice. Especially because of how, you know, quick they are, and how they love to basically sort of appear in front of you. But what I was going to say, because we're already here, it is one of those, to be fair to, like, the one video and stuff for a minute, this was only, like, 3 screens.
Yes.
And really isn't that long. But it's also one
the
of
3 Shadow Beauties.
But it's also one
3
of
Shadow Beauties?
But it's also one of
Vivian, you didn't confirm. Shadow Sirens!
Mm-hmm.
Don't see 3 beauties, I see 2, but then there's you and your pug ugly. You always call us lovely, isn't it? Just a figure of speech. You got some fierce punishment coming your way. Ah, gee whiz. I hate being punished.
Anyway, like I was saying, the thing was like the backtracking, to be fair. Also, the yellow one, their gimmick is they don't talk. They just, because they're fat, they make...
She mumbles.
They make grunting noises because they're the fat, stupid one. Grr. I can't flee this guy.
Vivian.
Max HP
is
is
10, attack is 1. She's kind of cute, I guess. Maybe even cuter than I am, I guess. What am I thinking? Quakehammer hits everything in the vicinity for...
Yes.
The thing is...
it's
gonna fall over. Yeah. I tried to block it.
Actually,
12 attack is 2.
Because she's the fat one, she's supposed to be the one with the most health and most damage, but due to the game's numbers and shit, it's really not that, like, it's not that big of a difference, at least right now.
Yes! Take that, Vivian!
Take that, assholes.
So is this? Oh yeah, that was your...
I was going to say that's the other gimmick of this, is because of there being 3 of them, they can't, like...
Ah! I forgot about the tiny sounds.
Because you're...
Yeah. 9 attack is 1.
Like, the gimmick, like, of all 3 of them, because you're fighting 3 at once, they kind of, sort of fall into a few, like, RPG roles. Like, Vivian is kind of, sort of the standard one.
Huge.
Like, Vivian is, I guess, kind of, sort of the standard. She doesn't really have anything unique. Bellum is, given the witch nose and the fact that her hair is, like, the most pointed out of them, she's supposed to be the quote-unquote mage of the 3, was the lowest HP, but she loves spamming the debuffs. And then, what was the third one's name?
Oh, yeah. Because Vivian's dead, I can...
Yes. She's now in the front. And then, like I said, she's supposed to be the big damage one with HP and making her damage stronger. Grr. Oh! like I said, make her damage stronger. Which is why I would actually, in some ways, recommend maybe try to take her out first. Because Vivian is a kind of standard. But hey, you're in danger, meaning you now have the stupid high, like, defense.
Lock!
And defense.
Knock you out. Double defense?
Because you also have the one revival stream, you could, instead of using the, like, Quake Hammer or something, you could maybe actually use a Crystal Star. Get some set damage
No,
in.
I'm gonna risk, because she generally only does,
Well, the Giant's about to run. Is about to run out.
Yes!
Ooh! That I'm pretty sure the last stand just
saved my ass, yes! Yes, it fucking did! Bonk, bonk. That's why you run that.
No.
Ah!
So, yeah, like I said, because...
I could have used the Crystal Star.
And, like I said, I would recommend, because of the one being able to buff her attack, actually taking her out first is normally the recommended strategy. Because if I remember correctly, unlike the other two, I don't think Vivian can cast, like, Shrink or, like, the Giant, so she can't increase attack or, like, defense or anything.
Hey, I totally won that duel.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, yeah. This is, it's a partner badge, but
P up, D... No, P down, D up.
You lose!
You lose attack power, but it gives them defense.
Drop damage and increase defense, yes. That's... Alright. Let's see. That can be useful. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, how many of you agree that this game has a lot of backtracking? Sticker Star might be worse, but if we all remove our nostalgia glasses, I'm sure we can all agree this game has a lot of obnoxious backtracking. This chapter is a good example of obnoxious backtracking because you go to Flurry's house, learn about the necklace, backtrack to the Shadow Sirens, do the boss fight, get the necklace, and then you go back to Flurry's house, and then after that you backtrack to the tree. So this chapter basically does have a lot of backtracking, and that's off the beginning. Inside the tree is also a lot of backtracking. Sticker Star has a lot of obnoxious backtracking as well, but let's be real here, this game has a ton in it, and I do feel like Carson had a point. People do overlook the backtracking in this game, since people have a lot of nostalgia for this game. It basically gets a free pass when it comes to a lot of criticism, since most people have so much nostalgia for this game, they are unwilling to basically look past their own nostalgia and acknowledge the flaws in this game. I mean, I love Thousand Year Door to death, but I can acknowledge that this game has a lot of flaws. And let's all be real, the backtracking is obnoxious, and a lot of people do overlook that fact. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments. Or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, And if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.